I'm going to start building a lifestyle that I've secretly wanted. Most people have these limiting beliefs, me as well, that we cannot achieve something. We don't deserve something in a way. We don't deserve a certain lifestyle, or we don't deserve certain great things in life. So why not strive for something very great when we're given this one life, or whatever you believe. I'm kind of living in this vehicle, my body right now, and I'm experiencing this one life. So why the fuck would not I try to maximize all the potential in my life right now? Why wouldn't I make myself believe that I deserve better things, that I deserve something greater? Like, I don't mean all the materialistic, flashy things. Those would be just byproducts of believing in something greater, you know? The byproducts, which are also like devilish things in a sense, because they can kind of deceive you in a sense that you've achieved something great, but those are only like surface level things actually. So I'm talking about maximizing my potential, like shifting my beliefs, believing that I deserve to achieve greater things, but also having control over those things that will come to me in the future. So let's say I will have a private jet in the future, but those things would not be the end goal. The most important thing along those things would be that I have control over those things, so those great things don't control me. So many people are not ready for this. I don't think I am also ready for those kind of things, but I cannot say because I've not experienced those things yet. That's just a side point. My point is that I'm kind of sick of having this mindset of self-rejection, you know? We have so much potential to reach great things, especially when we unite, when we share valuable information with each other. You know, like right now, I'm putting on this fake limiting belief on myself that it's weird to film YouTube videos outside. So I'm distracting myself with all these beliefs that it's weird to sit around here alone with the camera, film these YouTube videos, and like hearing people walk around here, hearing people do their own things. They don't actually care what the fuck you're doing. I still have those limiting beliefs myself, you know? Like, and these are the things I'm trying to overcome. And these are just subtle examples. Like, having this fucking pathetic belief is just, it's nothing, you know? People's false beliefs go much deeper than a simple distraction of being distracted by what other people think about them, you know? So I experienced this very deeply. I was very bothered by what others thought about me in the past. Not so much today, other than recording myself thing being a new thing to me, so this feels kind of weird to me. But this is also a limiting belief for myself, that kind of if I would let this thing get under my skin, or if I would let my emotions stop me from filming these videos, you know, in a sense that I'm being triggered by all these distractions, I wouldn't be able to film these videos outside. Of course, I could go indoors and like be in my comfortable space, but this is also a challenge for me in a sense. This is also what forces me to break my limiting beliefs, surrounding myself in this fucking random environment where people can appear. This is like a challenge for myself. So people don't actually care that much about you when you're just doing some weird stuff by yourself. So yeah, this is also what fucking bugs me sometimes about myself, and about seeing other people also like limit themselves and believing that they don't deserve greater things, you know? Overcoming this, for example, like I'm going back to this example that I'm sitting here and recording this video. Overcoming this little obstacle in my life will make me believe that I deserve, that I can achieve greater things in life. This will like shift my belief in a sense. So that's my point. We must force ourselves to do uncomfortable things sometimes, because that's a powerful way to manipulate ourselves, become more delusional in a sense. We can do something that we thought was impossible. this is kind of where I'm at right now, overcoming these simple false beliefs, shifting towards something greater. I know that I want to achieve great things in my life. I've attempted it through music in the past. I produced music and I developed to a point that I could visualize a song in my head. This is a good example. I could visualize a song in my head and I could actually materialize the song. So this is the point where I want to develop my manifestation skills, in a sense that I want to be able to visualize these things that I can bring into my reality. The music example, I could visualize a song. Then with the modern tools that we have nowadays, we can program drums, I can play the guitar, record the guitar into my computer, play the bass, program the synths and keyboards. I could create a song by myself. I could put on the microphone, record some sing, record the vocal tracks, and fucking create what I visualized in my head. That's called a music producer. But yeah, music was something I did in the past, and I became so good at it that I could visualize and manifest what was in my head. And I think that's what it comes down to in life in general also. You create these ideal scenarios in your head and you materialize them. You make them real in your life. This is something that requires practice, obviously. The same way that my producing skills and musical visualization skills required years of practice, like over 5-10 years, until I became like very good at it. Nothing is obvious until we practice it daily. We have to make those obvious things our daily practices in order to become very good at them. Taking care of your health isn't obvious if you don't take care of your health daily. I don't know how to explain it so you could understand it fully, but I think you understand. Maybe you understand. Everybody knows that we should take care of our health, but nobody's actually making it a daily practice, or few people are. Most people aren't. Most people don't fucking care about exercising or eating good, eating healthy. So in that sense, it isn't obvious until you make it a daily practice, you know? I think I got my point across here. Excuse me for the ramble. But yes, the point of this video is that become fucking mad at your false beliefs and shift your beliefs to something greater. Think that you deserve something greater and act on those beliefs, you know? It doesn't come without acting. This is another important point here. Nothing comes without doing the action. Like, if you believe in something, then you also have to act accordingly in order to make that thing come true, in order to manifest that thing. So yeah, this fucking bee is trying to do something to me. I guess this was it for this random philosophical video. And yeah, go out there, break your false beliefs, and believe in something greater. Believe in something that you actually want to believe. Think about what you secretly want to do, because that was kind of the key for me. I kind of prevented myself from pursuing those things that I wanted to actually pursue. My mindset for most of my life was I secretly want to be somebody that I'm afraid to be. So not anymore. I don't want to be that person who's afraid to be totally like myself. Like my ideal, I was thinking about the other day, I was thinking about my ideal life, or one scenario of my ideal life. And that was having a like-minded girlfriend with whom I'm traveling with a couple months, where we travel together. Then we are very intuitive in our relationship, and we're working on our businesses. I'm doing these long morning walks in the morning, then I'm working a couple hours until the noon maybe, then eating healthy foods. We're enjoying this healthy lifestyle. Maybe we have some nice place in some warm country. We're working on our businesses. We're having this very intimate relationship. We're understanding each other. Of course, this is a perfect scenario in my head. I'm not saying that it would be like this way necessarily, but nothing comes without perfect visualization. And of course you have to be prepared for bad moments to happen also. But yeah, I was just visualizing this very balanced lifestyle with my significant other or my girlfriend, and working on a purposeful business, helping other people, coaching other people. I'm tired of lying to myself what kind of lifestyle I want to live, and I'm encouraging you to do the same. Like, stop lying to yourself about what kind of lifestyle you actually want to live. Start adopting those habits and manners and like those positive things that you see, how you see yourself in the future. Start being like that already, in a micro scale. Of course you cannot be fully that person like you see yourself being in the future, but you can still do the bare minimum and live a kind of like a, how would I say it, this micro entrepreneur lifestyle, if you will. At least for me, it would be living like a micro entrepreneur. I'm still in the beginning stages of my career, my path, my business, but I'm still like trying to optimize toward what would seem impossible for some people, even for myself. I didn't necessarily believe that I could have a better lifestyle in terms of like having better health, better understanding of my emotions, my thoughts, controlling them, controlling my emotions, my behavior, my environment, and those sorts of things. It's hard to explain. This has been kind of a all over the place video so far, so I think I'll just leave it at this and try to make sense of this video. Guess that's it for today, and I'll see you again in the next one. Peace.